Hi everybody, Mike Paradise here. And for the last couple of weeks, John and I have been chatting with you about what a valuable tool for communication texting is with your customers in the service department, and specifically about the SingleThread tool. We thought we'd change it up a little bit this week, and instead of us telling you about it, why don't we hear from a couple of service advisors, people that are using this tool on a day-to-day basis with customers, and see what they have to say about it. So watch this.
Hey everyone, this is John and Mike coming to you from Dorsch Ford up here in Green Bay. We're with our good friend Chad Elfie, who's one of the service advisors up here and one of the more technically capable service advisors, as a matter of fact. Chad, let me ask you a question. How long have you been in the business?
For basically a year now.
Okay, and how long, what did you do prior to this?
Actually was a pastor, started churches, still am.
Yeah, you're still doing that now, right? Yeah, awesome. Now, we've been using SingleThread here for about how long?
About 2 months.
Okay.
Fully, yeah.
Awesome. And let me ask you a question, real simple. What is it that you see the benefits, the biggest benefits that SingleThread has brought to your job?
I think the easiest thing is you're able to get answers to questions right away. Whether it's you need a little more information on a particular issue somebody had, or you need to get authorization for something. Instead of, placing a phone call, sitting waiting for them to respond back to your voicemail, which most people don't listen to their voicemail anymore. They just call back and then you start all over again. Now you got a history and you can let people know immediately. They can let you know immediately.
Okay.
I think our productivity has gone up even in the last month because we're getting instant replies and we're instantly be able to tell a tech, hey, go ahead on that job versus waiting around for an hour or more and then you got a tech all tied up and a stall tied up.
So you're not taking as many vehicles down off the hoist, right?
Right.
And you got a lot happier customers, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So far, I mean, people seem to. And have you had a chance to use it a second time with any customers?
Yes. I've got one Lincoln customer who had a repeat problem. So they actually, after we sent them home, I told them if you do have any other issues, don't hesitate, shoot me a text, give me a call, whatever.
Awesome.
About 4 days later, he texted back, said, hey, I think I'm having the same problem again. We got him in for another appointment, set it all up via SingleThread. Got it in, checked it out, found out that it was not related to the repair we did, but actually something additional going on. And so we were able to attend to that and get both problems resolved within about a week's time.
Very cool. So let me ask you this, from a big picture standpoint, where do you see this going with the dealership?
I think this is pretty cutting edge. Most of the customers coming in have not had an experience of anyone doing this anywhere. And it's the technology of today. It's what everybody's using. It's what's automatic.
Awesome.
And so I think it's just going to continue to allow us to do a lot more, both from a sales and service side of things, just keeping customers in the know and being in touch with them on it.
Awesome. Well, if it's cool with you, what we're going to do is check it back in with you in a couple of months, maybe 3-4 months.
Sure.
And see what other exciting things you're doing.
Sounds good.
Thanks
Hi
so much.
everybody, this is Mike, and I'm here with our good buddy John and our the wimpiest service advisor here at Dorsch Ford, Jake Greeton. Jake, we're talking about the SingleThread tool, and I was wondering if you could tell us how long you've had SingleThread here at the store now?
I've had SingleThread for about a few weeks now. It seems to be really streamlining the process of communication between the customers. If they're out in the lot or they take a walk somewhere, I can't find them, they don't let me know they're leaving. I can just shoot them a text message real quick and let them know what's going on without having to wait, try to find them, have a miscommunication, or a customer be upset because they haven't been communicated with. It's really helping too with customer CSI. If they say that, well, so-and-so never came to get me, I waited for 40 minutes, now we can reference back in the tool and see that there was a line of communication, that maybe the customer just didn't check their phone, anything like that. Now the dealership can go back and maybe mend some of that and say, hey, we did try to communicate with you. I'm not sure what happened there on that end of it, but we did try to let you know what was going on.
Hence the name SingleThread, right? It's got a thread there.
Everything's there. You can print off the actual entire conversation piece from start to finish. And the nice thing about that is that thread stays out there forever. So if you have to order a part for a customer, the part comes in, I can just hop right back on there since I already have them logged in, shoot them a text, hey, your part's in stock now, when do you want to come in?
So this could be one of the big aids to your special order parts situation.
Absolutely, because now I don't have to try to call somebody and play phone tag with them because nobody listens to voicemails anymore.
Right.
You know, so now I can shoot them a text. I know they already like the text message, and it just makes everything much faster. I can set up an appointment now back and forth in a minute, you know, a lot of times.
Do you have any success stories of a specific example of how single thread worked much better than like a voicemail or an email may have?
Yeah, actually I had a customer, was on vacation up in the woods somewhere camping, and her part came in for her AC system. So I logged in, shot her a message, told her part was in. She said, "Thanks for texting me. I can't get reception here. How long is it going to take to put it in? When can I get in?" And then we didn't have to have any lag between me leaving a voicemail. She can't get reception, so now I have to wait a week before she gets back from vacation. I set it up in 2 minutes.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
Yep.
So all in all, you think it's a pretty good addition to the Dorsch family here to have the single thread?
Absolutely. It not only helps us cover our butts on our end here in customer hot alert cases, but it also makes everybody that comes in a lot easier to communicate with them, because face it, not a lot of people are making phone calls with their cell phones anymore. They see a number they don't know, decline it. Now I shoot them a text directly. The communication is there. If they're in business meetings, they can pull their phone out, reply back real quick. You know, you can view estimates on there, approve estimates, pay for your bill. I mean, there's a lot of different tools that you can do. It's really helpful.
Excellent. Well, hey, thanks a lot, Jake. We really appreciate it, and look forward to chatting with you on some more success stories in the future. You know, when we first talked to Jake and Chad about having this interview, we didn't share with them what we wanted them to say or anything like that. It was totally spontaneous, and they spoke right from the cuff and what they had to say. Obviously, we knew that they appreciated the product, but some of the things they said really bore fruit to some of the statistics that we've been sharing with you the last week or two. For instance, they talked about how it's a fast method of communication. 90% of all text messages are read under 3 minutes. They talked about, Jake specifically talked about the fact that nobody answers or listens to their voicemail messages anymore. On average, Americans exchange twice as many texts as they do phone calls. The other thing they talked about is the fact that it's so easy to use, whether they're out on the lot or whether the customer has left the lounge and they're out, maybe at a shopping center, or they're out on the lot looking at vehicles. They have their phone right there, and they're really easy to communicate. 91% of all mobile users have their phones within arm's reach at all times. Fast communication, it takes the average person 90 minutes to respond to an email, but only 90 seconds to respond to a text message. The other thing that Jake Chad talked about was that example where the woman was up in camping up north Wisconsin and had bad communication or connectivity. And he mentioned the fact that she appreciated that he could text her. American women text 14% more than men do. And the other thing that I got out of this was that they talked about the fact that they're able to keep the customers happy. Even if they don't know that they've got a despondent customer one way or the other, texting is the highest rated contact method for customer satisfaction of all the different methods out there. So it bore fruit, like I say, to some of the statistics that we've shared with you in the last week or two. What I'd like to do is I'd like to share some more information with you. If you are interested in a free demonstration, or you'd like to chat with us a little bit more about this, give us a call. There's our telephone number right there, and we'll be happy to set something up. Hey, what do you have to lose? A free demonstration, take 15, 20 minutes, maybe a half hour at the most. Depends on how much we talk, and you might benefit from it. What do you have to lose? Hey, thanks a lot. Talk to you next week. I hope you have a great week.